You have a big center here in Romania, the biggest in Europe.
We have built now after 10 years, and I'm very pleased and proud to see that we are still the only operator inside Orange Group, but as well in Europe, to provide such services. And as a final conclusion, I will say that we are not here talking about business. We are not making money out of this activity, but we are creating happiness. So I will say this is our factory of happiness for Orange.
Is it a model also for the Orange Group?
I mean, everyone is inspired and is requested to do it, but no one has been able yet to do it because it's not something you just copy. You need know-how, you need people, and you need the willingness to do it. And so far, no one has been able to replicate it.
So it's a unique
in Europe and inside the group. All the brand can be repaired here, orange or non-orange devices, tablet and smartphone and feature phone. We are the only operator in Europe that is doing end-to-end the repair of the handset, and especially that we are doing in some of our shops on-the-spot repair. There is a lot of activity of repair. I'm not saying the other are not doing repair, but none of them are doing end-to-end repair for all the brand and on the spot. What we wanted to do with this center is not to rely on the manufacturer to provide a repair that, depending on the manufacturer, some might have their service center in Romania, some might not have in Romania for economy of scale. They put in another country. So for the customer, if we would not have done what we have done here, he would have a random experience, some very good and some at the border of the 14 days. So the reason why we have done this, and we have done a massive investment in this location, is that we want to provide for any type of brand the same experience, and today we are able to repair in less than 1 hour in our shop. For some, I would say, broken part you can have in less than 1 hour, and for more complicated things, which we call level 3, obviously this has to come here. If you give it in Cluj, it will be sent here, and what we commit is that in less than 5 days you will have it back. Knowing that when I say 5 days, that includes the transport from the location to here and back to the location. So you will see during the visit, I think the device stay no more than 3 days maximum in this location, and it's treated directly. The only thing that might postpone a bit is availability of spare part, as we are sometime replacing. What I have as well to say that the increase of technology on the smartphone is making as well the repair process more and more complicated. To give you an example that I had the other day is that now, for example, waterproof handset have a very specific and complicated glue system, because in order to be waterproof, it's not just only about some screw that you would just put and you close the phone. It's a complete isolation, which is a special glue, and for this glue you need a special device to open the phone, because you need to preheat the phone to reach a certain temperature, not to damage the phone, and after to be able to open. So that's, I mean, the main reason that 10 years ago we started with this operation here is to be able to deliver a consistent experience for the customer, and a much better experience than what is warranty by the law and by the manufacturer when you buy a device at all. We didn't stop just by doing this. So as I said, we have opened now in 10 locations across the country. So you might have seen we have one in Europa in the headquarters. We have a few in Bucuresti in Universitat, Pantelimon, and we have in different locations in the main city of Romania where we see most of the traffic. And what we have seen is obviously a very high customer satisfaction, which is what we are aiming for. That client, the fact that their most important now devices can be repaired on the spot, it's a clear differentiator. On the care, as I said, we didn't stop just by doing a care center. So we did this service in shop. We are providing as well an ecosystem of support that is going from antivirus, digital coach in the shop, insurance, parental control that is becoming a bigger and bigger issue of having kids, child accessing without you knowing the certain site that you don't want them to. So we are providing a solution that the parent can keep control of what their kids are doing on the digital world. And so all this ecosystem of care is part of what we have announced a few months ago that and the group has announced, which is this 2020 vision to provide unmatched customer experience. And I can tell you that one of the things that for sure our group and other countries inside Orange are very jealous is this particular care center, because everyone would love to do it. The reality, I can tell you, and this is why it's a really big differentiator, I don't think you can replicate what we have done because we have done it 10 years ago when at that moment the smartphone market was not so high, and you can imagine that the repair rate between a feature phone and a smartphone is not at all the same. When we were using a Nokia 1000 or a Nokia 100, I mean the basic phone, the default rate of such a device it's 0.00. When you are looking at smartphone, it's much higher. Two main reasons. One, sometimes is software related. Most of the time is user related, meaning you break it, you make it, you imagine now with the screen, the fragility of the device is much higher than when it used to be a simple keyboard and a small screen. So obviously what I was saying, that 10 years ago the condition when we went to the manufacturer and said we want to do it ourselves, they were not seeing that as a main problem. Today, this industry with investment, so now we have done, there is what you will visit after, there is more than €1 million investment in equipment.